Welcome back to the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty as we take on Boise State here in Game 2 of Season 8. Our Bulls are coming in number 11 in the standings this week after a Week 1 or Game 1 victory where we debuted our new true freshman starting quarterback, and I thought Kenyon Traylor played really well. We're already seeing him make some really impressive throws, and his accuracy has potential to get so much better even from here. On top of that, his mobility is excellent, and overall, I just think he's a great fit for the direction this offense has gone in. So now it's Game 2 as we take on Boise State on the road. Their top player, Corey Hurt, though, is out for the year with an Achilles. Looking at this roster, I see a number of really good offensive linemen and an 88 overall running back in Jimmy Hacker. He breaks a lot of tackles, and last season on 78 carries averaged 7 yards a rush. The Bronco quarterback is Josh Aligwe, who has solid accuracy and is very difficult to contain inside the pocket. Boise State is 1-1. They defeated Kentucky, who oddly enough we play next week, but they lost a week ago to Tulane. And when I put Boise State on our schedule, I felt like they had a secondary that we could potentially expose. I like the matchup there a lot as we play our second road contest to start the year on the blue turf, and we are underway with the Broncos up first. And with good kick coverage, we have the Broncos starting at the 19-yard line. And here's the junior quarterback, Josh Aligwe. Buffalo's going to stack the box on first down. It is a run with Jimmy Hacker to start the game, and there is Leon Edmond to wrap him up. No gain on the play. Safety's back deep now for Buffalo, and the pass doesn't get through the line cleanly. Already facing a 3rd and long on the opening drive, and the pass goes out. It is caught shy of the marker. Here are a couple changes we're trying out here. So that's Antoine Gatto, who's now going to rush from the opposite side he usually does. And cornerback Tyreek Carmona, he's going to start on the outside on the defense's right. We'll see how he plays. But now back deep is Jimmy Sampson, and he's taken down quickly. I like Sampson as our punt returner this season. It's a way to get him on the field more, as it's tough to use 3 running backs regularly. But we are going to do that this year. And starting off, DeMarco Lacombo, and he's stacked up and turned away, getting 1. They bring a man in motion now on 2nd down. Here's Traylor. His first throw is complete, and it's Roger Grimm on the reception, just shy of the mark. As they bring in Joel Traggs, running out of the I formation, and Lacombo getting the first down after contact. 2 tight ends on the field, and Traylor off the fake. Throws a high ball that Jarrell grabs on the rebound for a gain of 4. Now it's Lacombo. He's going to try to get to the sideline here and only gets 2. And it's 3rd down with motion now from Oscar McNabb. Play clock down. They get the snap off in time. Pressure on, and Traylor is sacked. Pretty good coverage in the secondary by the Broncos. And that gets it back to the Boise State offense. And from the 18, there's Aligwe extending the play and then throwing a strike to the outside. They fake the run on 1st down. Aligwe again getting out of the pocket, but contained, and he might have gotten shaken up at the end of this one. So Aligwe is going to leave the field, at least temporarily, and in comes Stephen Jewell, the Texas native, number 5. Stepping in for his first action, and Jewell, trouble, that's a sack. Antoine Gatto, his first sack from the defense's right side. And now Jewell facing a 3rd and 19 hole. With the secondary soft, he extends and will get what he can to set up the punter. Again, Jimmy Sampson awaiting the punt at his own 27. Here's Sampson, makes a cut and finds the open field. And now it's a race inside the 40, and Sampson runs it all the way back to the 21. The reason I have Jimmy Sampson in this role is because I don't know if there's anybody better at making the first man miss. His juke is maybe the best on the team. And now from the 21, a short field. Here's Lacombo. They still can't get him down. Find me a better 4-yard run today. Now from the 17, fake to Lacombo. Trailer throws it to him. Inside the 10 and goal to go. Keenan Cleveland now in the game on 1st and goal. And it's a stretch. Pierce speed to the edge. And he wins the race to the end zone as Buffalo scores first. And there is a look at this 3-headed monster we have at running back and the different roles they can all play. This time it's Sampson as the returner, Lacombo takes us within striking distance, and Cleveland stresses the entire width of the field. Scoring first, a nice change from some of the games we played late in Season 7. That pass is nearly intercepted now by Tyreek Carmona. 3rd and short, Boise State gonna run for it, and Troy Hodell wrecks the play for a loss of 4. Hodell can just flip that switch and take over a game. You never know when it's gonna happen. That's motion now from Oscar McNabb. On the screen, nowhere to go as Nathan Hill could not throw that key block successfully. Long 3rd down. Boise with the pressure, and they get to Trailer, and that's a sack. 3 and out. Bronco ball now at the 35. Slow start offensively. Aligwe attempting to change it. That's kicked up in the air, incomplete. Devin Hester helping break that pass up. On 3rd down, gets time. Good hands on the catch just in front of Carmona. Into Buffalo territory. That's a fake, and Aligwe gets away with another one. It is dropped by Leon Edmond. Drive continues. Pressure on. Again, he caught it. Back-to-back opportunities there on the outside. That's Keontae Hedgie, their best receiver. Aligwe steps up, and meeting him head-on is Troy Hodell. 2 big plays in the backfield for Troy. And it's 3rd down, Boise with Aligwe feeling the pressure. Bails out and slides at the 33 as they'll bring on the kicking team. This is Mac Stick, the best kicker name in college football, and he drills this kick from 50, 7-3. Taking over with 2 tight ends in the pistol now. And Lacombo starts the drive, gets a crease, and gains 6. I thought Lacombo looked really good in the opener, had nearly 100 yards. Trailer now is going to keep it and get to the outside. He can just easily get those big gains of 20 that are such a huge help. 1st down on the screen, and Roger Grimm now has space to the outside where he gets another 9 yards. Jimmy Sampson is the running back here, and his carry will be a 1st down. Didn't carry the ball a lot in the opener. I think there are some games we could see him out there a lot more. Now Trailer lets one fly downfield and able to break that one up for Sean Blade. Haven't really seen him throw the ball deep a whole lot, but now Sampson, there's the jump cut again, and he gets ahead to the 31-yard line. Now Lacombo returns, takes it left, and cuts outside again, getting 8 more. Stacking the box on 2nd down, and Trailer's going to roll out this time, let it fly, and it's complete to Grimm. Thought he was going to hit Jarrell there, who was just in front of him. Now they put both tight ends on the same side. Lacombo, he's in again. 3rd rushing touchdown on the season. And Buffalo takes a 2-score lead early. They put Dugans and Jarrell together on the left. And although Dugans doesn't throw a block, he still forced that defender to get out of position. Nice job by McNabb as well, and a good start for our Bulls, playing their game here on the road. Boise down 11, that's a screen. Great job by Tyreek Carmona getting off the block. Midway through this second quarter, and running into Larry Wheeler, that's Jimmy Hacker. Part of why I want Wheeler over there more is to defend the run. I think he does it better than Gatto. But now we lose contain on the quarterback, and that's a league way extending a drive. Back to the air, throwing it quick to the tight end now, where that's close to the mark. On third down, Hacker meets Hodell, but he does get enough. Not much of a rushing emphasis here for Boise. They throw again to the outside. Carmona breaks that pass up. A lot of quick curl routes on the outside. And here a halfback screen, and there's some space. Very close to the marker. Was a good tackle by Carmona. Good to see the physicality. But Boise State able to get these 3rd and inches, just convert them. They keep the drive alive. Now some misdirection, and open at the 28. Hauled in against Devin Hester. 3 minutes to go now in the first half, and that's Larry Pan. I felt like his physicality in just all facets has looked really good so far. 3rd and 9, and plenty of time to throw it short of the sticks. And I think they're close enough to leave the offense on for this attempt now. 4th and 2. And there was some movement, no flag, but Hacker gets through, and it's a first down. Long possession for Boise State. They want the touchdown, and they got it! On the catch by Keontae Hedgie. They're just going to keep asking these receivers to box out on the outside, and it's working more than it's not. 14-10 now, with 2 minutes to go in the first half. And now Traylor will try to lead this offense down again against the blitz. It's complete to McNabb. They get 6 yards, and Traylor here 2nd and 4 gets hit. Couldn't loft that one out, so it's 3rd down. Broncos would love to get this ball back again. 3rd and 4 over the middle. Great catch. And Oscar McNabb makes one of the best plays of our first half. A minute 12 to go now, and they'll throw a screen. That's Ray Dove in his first catch on the year. 3 yards. Still over a minute left as Traylor from the pocket delivers. There's Blade. And they'll hurry things up as we go inside 60 seconds. A quick run just to move the sticks here. That's Lacombo. Timeout. Out of timeouts now with 44 seconds to play. Traylor on 2nd down. He gets it to McNabb, and he takes it inside the 25 on a 28-yard gain. They hurry up with 29 seconds remaining. Traylor climbing and dishes it out. And out of bounds goes Roger Grimm at the 12. 12 yards to go now. 4 on the rush. Traylor out of the pocket. On the move. Gets it to Lacombo, who holds on. Clock stops. And now about 12 seconds left. Traylor buys time and throws incomplete. They're out of timeouts. Cannot be stopped in bounds here. Now they put Cleveland in. 2nd down, and it's tipped at the line. Cleveland was by himself there, ready for the touchdown catch. But now another chance, 5 seconds. They've got to be quick. And Traylor, he's taken down. The one thing they could not afford. And Buffalo will get nothing as we go into the half, 14-10. Really got to clean up that sequence. I don't like how quickly the timeouts disappeared, and that was just messier than it needed to be. Overall, a pretty good first half for Buffalo. Just doesn't finish out well the last 2 drives. They had a chance at a much better lead here on Boise State, so for the Broncos to only be down 4 is pretty big. And we get the second half underway. Buffalo at the 21, and they feed the fullback on the first play of the half, Joel Treggs. Gain of 9. There's the surprise handoff, and now you get Lacombo. He'll run over that first defender. Stiff arm, another one. To the 35 he goes. Some of the most fun rushes we've ever seen in this series have come from DeMarco Lacombo. And Traylor, he gets taken down again. They've gotten some pressure on him, and it stalled a couple of these drives. Boise State at the 37. Fake from Josh Aligwe, who throws a perfect ball downfield. Thought for a second we were going to get a big play defensively. Instead, Boise State trying to pick up where they left off, end of the third. They finally put together a long drive, now moving the sticks continuously, getting better on third downs. And they're now 33 yards away. Aligwe, quick hitter, gain of 5. Very surprised at how little running they've done, but Aligwe can do that part himself and gets another third down conversion. 6 rushes, 31 yards. They fake it to Hacker. Dumped out and tackled by Leon Edmond. But this has also been a story. They keep getting into favorable third and shorts, where Buffalo blitzes and Aligwe throws it too low. But for the second time, it looks like they'll leave the offense on. They need 2. It's Hacker. Hit, and he did not get it. In the backfield there, the plays made by Anthony Titus. The first to hit him, this is freshman Dan Calcaterra, who is getting a chance to show what he can do at safety today and perhaps avoid being redshirted. We take over on downs, and that's Lacombo gaining 5. Not overwhelming, though. 13 carries, 53 yards. They go Cleveland now, and he cuts his way to a Buffalo first down. Safety creeps down. Lacombo again, but doesn't go anywhere. They have forced us to rely on the pass a bit more. And on 3rd and 6, Traylor stepping up, has room, and he runs for it. First down, Buffalo. In orbit motion, Oscar McNabb. He's in space, and that is a big wrap-up tackle. He only gains 1. Running back here is Jimmy Sampson. Traylor 3rd down, and the pass is too low for McNabb. He had him. Missed him on a 3rd down in a key spot last week and does it again here. I think his accuracy is solid, but there will be some misses from time to time. Last play of the quarter right here. 3rd down on the comeback. Boise State, and a 23-yard reception is how we take it into the 4th quarter. Broncos keeping it close all game. They fake on 1st down, and Aligwe rushes right up the middle, gaining 9. From the 47, Aligwe out of the pocket and into the arms now of Amir Quarterman. I'm really excited about the leap he could take this year, as they fake the jet motion again, and now throw it to him underneath. What a call. We've stopped even caring about these fakes, and that's when they just dump it to him wide open. From the 35, Hacker now, a stiff arm, and he gains 7. Broncos not even running for 2 yards a rush with Hacker. Pump fake from Aligwe, lets it fly, and it's intercepted! It's picked by Larry Pan, the first of his career at Buffalo. He's been one of the most improved players in the secondary, and it's led to him getting a lot more playing time now as a redshirt senior. Sticky coverage downfield. Larry Pan, very athletic interception. He's playing the slot this year, and I love the way he's holding that spot down. Buffalo running it. Lacombo straight ahead. And Boise's been up to the challenge here against him. 3rd down and 7. Time for Traylor. Lets it rip, and it's incomplete. Maybe a little behind Sean Blade here, unable to hold on to it. That's 2 straight drives that end on very makeable plays for Buffalo. Here's a league way, almost intercepted again. Another drop for Leon Edmond. 3rd and 5. Coverage is good, and a league way throws it away. Buffalo goes man-to-man that time, and Boise State didn't have any options. So a quick return of the football. Here's Sampson now. Cutting left. Nice move around the defender. On the run back to the 30. So can Buffalo run some clock and build this lead up now? Haven't had a great second half, and now this is Cleveland to the outside. That track speed on display. All the way to the 31 of Boise State. Sampson relieves him now, and flag down on what was a solid run. And they're going to get Charles Rust on a hold. And Cleveland returns to the game on 1st and 20. Has daylight, cuts his way into the open field, and nearly gets it all. 18 yards for Keenan Cleveland after 40 previously. Complete Sean Blade, 1st down. Buffalo into the red zone. And Sampson, the running back, on the carry through the middle. He heads to the 8. 23 yards rushing for Sampson. And now they throw it. Nelly Jarrell, he will score his first touchdown as a Buffalo Bull. With Lacombo in the game there, everybody thought he was getting the ball there. The second time Buffalo's gone up 2 possessions today. And now 5 minutes to go. Boise State, that is open downfield as they get behind Larry Pan. Big catch for Robinson. At the Buffalo 41, underneath, Hacker the catch, and a 1st down. They need a quick drive here. They're getting a perfect start. Defending the rush well, another catch in front of Carmona. We have not seen Buffalo get much second half pressure. And now Aligwe is just going to bail out of the pocket and head inside the 5. 3:30 left to go. Scanning the end zone, Aligwe gets hit. Incomplete. Buffalo desperately trying to get pressure. They're playing aggressively. Now 3rd and inches, open for the touchdown. Boise State still in this game. Tayshawn Tolson with the touchdown. And they will go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Pressure off the edge. Great catch! A bang-bang play as Buffalo is trying to create. But now it's only a 3-point game. 3:21 to go. Cleveland will start this drive. And again, open space on the edge. And he goes down in bounds to run more clock. 2:35 remaining. Cleveland trying to bounce it and gains 4 more. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning where Lacombo re-enters. Following Trags, Lacombo has the 1st down. Timeout Broncos. 2 remaining, again out of the eye. It's a counter, and they stop Lacombo in his tracks. 1 timeout left for Boise. Cleveland, a sweep, and he's met in the backfield. Dugans could not hold the edge that time. If they get a stop here, they'll get the ball back. They don't jump as they blitz trailer. He floats it to McNabb, and he's well shy of the marker. And they missed a chance to end the game right here. They blew the coverage on Mike Dugans. And that would have ended the game right there. Instead, they are going to punt the ball back to Boise State. And they'll take a delay of game to give them a little more room as they try to pin the Broncos deep. Ross Fatini-Kuhn, a big kick, bounces inside the 10 and through the end zone. It barely missed going out at the 1. So the Broncos just need a field goal here. They have no timeouts. A shovel pass from Aligwe will get them 6 to start. And they're going to have to get on the ball and spike it 47 seconds. Third down for a league way. Lays it in on the outside, and now Hester misses a tackle. It's an extra 6 or 7 yards for Boise as they sprint ahead, spike it now with 35. Great start, maintaining the clock. A league way now will buy time and dump it complete. Out of bounds now at the 37. And they're already on the edge of field goal range. Safeties sit back deep for Buffalo. Downfield, open, but out of room. Incomplete. Again, the safety sitting deep for Buffalo and completing the screen. Hacker cuts back and fights his way to a Boise first down. They hurry up again, and they spike it with 14 seconds left. And they're going to be content here with the field goal. It's a 44-yard try. Max Stick buries it, and this game is tied with just over 10 seconds remaining. Buffalo has allowed the Broncos to erase a 10-point deficit here late. It's a short kick now. That's Sampson, who only brings it to the 24. And it could be headed to overtime here. Buffalo will run Cleveland, and he's going to have the edge again. And Cleveland, he gets out. So from here, they'd still have to go 61 yards, but theoretically have a chance. And they'll put in Karifi Jeffrey, whose arm is a little bit stronger, but the protection does not hold up, and we are headed to overtime in Boise. What a comeback by the Broncos. They have played so tough today. They've been down multiple scores on a couple different occasions, but never blinked. This is a program that's come far, and Buffalo, I think in some ways, has mimicked Boise's rise in college football. But now Boise State will have the ball to open overtime. They'll set the pace, looking for a screen. And the tackle made by Scotland Williamson. Gain of 2. A league way, a lot of faking here. Now throws at the 10. It is complete, just in front of Dan Calcaterra. Goal to go where they run. Hacker able to get around the tackle and gain 5. Buffalo loads the box, though. Hacker, Matt, and he's going to get nothing this time. 3rd and goal. How aggressive do you get? Boise goes empty. It's a 3-man rush. They spy the quarterback and saw that one coming. A league way to the 1. And it doesn't look like they'll go for it. That was Joel Trigg spying along with Devontae Carrion. So field goal now from short range, and it is good. Boise's on the board. A touchdown ends it. Kenyon Traylor, first career overtime game, and it's Cleveland with a cut, racing ahead to the 14. What a second half for Keenan Cleveland. Now a fake from Traylor. He's going to boot left and doesn't take a chance on first down. 2 tight ends on the field. They run it with Cleveland. He tries to attack the edge again, makes a move inside the 10. It is 3rd down for Buffalo. They can still get a first inside the 3. Bluffing the pressure. Traylor, he's in trouble, and it's incomplete. And that's going to set up 4th down where they will come out to try and tie it. The senior kicker is Morgan Grassmanis to force double overtime, and he missed it! It is no good! Boise State has pulled off the upset, and they stun Buffalo with an overtime win. The Bulls fall to 1-1 on the season, blowing a 2-score lead late and failing to convert on a 25-yard field goal that would extend the game. And it's the same kind of kicks that gave us problems a year ago, and it costs us again. I absolutely blew this game on a few different occasions. I'm aware of that. Starting with the sequence before the half, running out of time there. I had a formation there where I wasn't able to call, actually a couple formations where I wasn't able to get audibles in. It wasn't the crowd noise. It's because I didn't set them up. And I wasn't able to get a couple plays right that I wanted there late. Mike Dugan's here would have won the game on 3rd and 14. But when I see them blitz, and I know I have McNabb coming across the middle, that's the only thing I looked at there once I saw the linebackers were coming. I missed that one, but I'll probably miss it every time given the blitz. I'm actually more upset missing this play because I've scored on this many times with Sean Blade on that inside out, but locked on to McNabb too much, and was also thinking in the back of my head how I didn't want to go outside the hashes to potentially have to kick off a hash, and y'all know why. It's been a problem for basically the entire series, only it hasn't gotten better with time, it's gotten worse. 25 yards to tie the game. Morgan Grassmanis misses it. I can hit him every time in practice. It's not a problem. Something feels a little different in game. I feel like I'm aiming between the uprights and the kick just goes left of the arrow. I don't know. This looks like a similar angle. Maybe, my cursor's a little bit left there. It's even further left on that kick and it splits the uprights. 8-mile-an-hour wind in game, 7 mile per hour in practice. I don't know. Stop getting on the hashes is the only thing I can think of. Man, what a bad loss for us. At least it's out of conference. But we did suffer some conference losses this week in the recruiting world. So first off, the top player on our board, David Hutton, is basically locking us out right now because of a deal breaker. So that's because we're not getting a lot of sacks. And our pass rush production has been low the first 2 games. Colin Abraham does end up committing to the Miami Hurricanes. I kind of felt like we were going to lose that one. But then Forrest Burden goes to Syracuse. I think they leapfrogged us in the last week, but they also went and got our second cornerback target in Jaquez Charlton. So Syracuse already boosting their secondary while we don't have anybody committed, and I have to start finding more players at both defensive tackle and cornerback. So a rough start, I'll say, to our recruiting season, as I've pretty much exhausted most of our 4-star options that are even able to be put on the board right now. So I'm already putting some 3s on the board. And then at cornerback, I'm getting pretty picky with some of these players because I need enough speed to project a guy as a starter. So in some cases, I'm finding 87 or under speed, or a player is labeled a bust. So Kyle Rodenhauser at 88 speed suddenly looks like the best remaining cornerback we could target. Then Tommy Brantley is going to be a target here at safety as we do uncover a gem. I was kind of looking to see if there were any safeties that could play cornerback, but there weren't any athletes I could find that were available in that range. So we have fallen out of the top 25, while 3 of the top 4 teams are all in the ACC. Virginia Tech is number 1. We are going to take on Kentucky next week in the non-conference finale. Big week to try to get things back on track. First home game. Kentucky's off to a tough start, 1-2, only beating the UGF Pandas, as their quarterback, Jamie Muwamba, has already thrown 6 interceptions, including 4 in their loss to Boise State, but they're getting great play from running back Joshua Bloom, who transferred away from Buffalo this past offseason. That's why we're playing Kentucky, to meet up with him. He never really got the chance to be a lead back with us. He had a lot of fans, though, in the comments section, I know that. And we'll see him next week ahead of opening ACC play. We'll open against Stanford when that time comes. But now we are 1-1 on the year. And it's better for a game like this to happen in non-conference versus in conference. Overall, it doesn't have to be a damaging loss, but for the time being, it doesn't feel very good. We got to iron some things out, though. The offense, I think, has been a little out of rhythm in the passing game. We're not getting the ball out fast enough in some cases. There have been some missed opportunities. There were a couple on third downs in that second half. And then if I'm also missing certain plays, there were a couple throws I would have wanted back. Then, you're going to end up only scoring a couple touchdowns and hope it's enough. So, a tough opening to the year here for Morgan Grassmanis, who's not gotten better with time. I mean, the ratings on Charlie Bowanko, I'm not going to tell you they're better. His accuracy is lower, but I think a lot of you are still going to want to consider a switch at kicker. So let me hear it in the comment section for this classic, and I will be back with more Buffalo Dynasty soon because despite taking a hard loss there, loving playing the game right now. I love where the sliders are, and I can't wait to try to put this one behind me. Whenever I have a bad loss like this, that's been the tradition for 10 plus years. So on to Kentucky, and hopefully we bounce back. Thank you all for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.